Welcome to paxextv, your destination for passenger experience news. Let's look at the headlines affecting passengers today.
Come on up with me, we're going up.
After a series of deadly terrorist attacks, including in France, Lebanon, and Kenya, the U.S. State Department issued a somewhat vague worldwide travel alert, urging U.S. citizens to remain extra vigilant when in public places or when using transportation abroad. But in the wake of the San Bernardino, California mass shooting, which is being investigated as an act of terrorism, a former Deputy Prime Minister of Australia is calling for the tables to be turned and wants a travel warning issued on the U.S. due to its firearm mortality rate. Now, gun control is a highly contentious issue here in the United States, with many very skeptical that any meaningful action will be taken by legislators, even if the travel and tourism industry were to take a major financial hit due to gun violence concerns. The dangers posed by lithium batteries are well known. If not handled or stored correctly, they can become unstable and overheat, and in fact, they have been traced to a multitude of smoke and fire events on board aircraft and in aircraft cargo holds. Now, one of the hottest holiday gifts of the season, the lithium battery-powered hoverboard, is proving a point of consternation for airlines and travelers alike. A number of carriers have banned the hoverboard completely as carry-on luggage or as checked luggage. In fact, JetBlue Airways lists the hoverboard as hazardous materials. But other airlines are more lenient, so be sure to check with your airline of choice before flying with the hoverboard. From fine dining and cocktails at the gate to modern supermarkets for the traveler on the go, United Airlines is working to improve the passenger experience at its major hub. Our correspondent Seth Miller is at Newark International Airport and has more on this story. But first, a quick word from our sponsor, GoGo.
Global passengers demand live TV, and now it's available from GoGo. GoGo TV broadcasts real-time content directly to flyers' devices or seatback systems. With the availability for custom channel lineups, flyers will feel at home wherever they travel. And since GoGo TV leverages 2KU, the best-performing, most cost-efficient IFC technology in the market, it meets the needs of your business and your customers. Download the brochure to find out more. GoGo, the catalyst for advancing aviation.
United Airlines and OTG Management, a major travel restaurateur and retail operator, have joined forces to rethink and redesign the experience for passengers flying through the carrier's hub at Newark International Airport Terminal C. With a price tag north of $120 million, the project is extensive and won't be finished until 2017. Nevertheless, United and OTG are excited about the progress. Enhanced comfort, new technology deployments, and no fewer than 55 food concepts are part of the offering.
Customers tell us that they have a great travel experience when they have comfort, familiarity, control, and when they can stay connected to the way they live in an airport as they do outside of the airport. What the OTG experience has enabled us to do is to give customers more of the experience they like and enjoy when they're not traveling. The ability to stay connected, the ability to use their iPhones, the ability to plug in their devices, the ability to use technology to enhance their life and enhance their travel, and ultimately the ability to eat and dine and relax and be comfortable when they start their travels, because a comfortable airport experience leads to a comfortable flight experience.
Can you give us a little bit of insight into some of the different and special technology that OTG's put into place for this experience here at Newark to make the operations run more smoothly?
You know, what's really exciting, what we launched here at Newark, is the ability to scan your boarding pass. And by simply scanning your boarding pass, and if you think about it, that's the one piece of information every traveler has with them. You scan your boarding pass at the iPad, it immediately connects you to your flight information. So there's an immediate relief of that travel anxiety. I know what my flight status is, I know what gate it's departing at, so you have all of that information. We've also worked closely with United to integrate the ability to pay with award miles, which is just another way you think about digital currency nowadays, whether it's Apple Pay or other forms. You know, we see miles as just a natural extension to payment.
There's a bar cart.
Are you trying to ask for a drink right now?
Not quite yet. We'll get there.
You know, I think it's just another piece of putting on a show. I mean, what's great is we have a mixologist coming around with his bar cart, making drinks right table side, and you know, it's just another interesting, fun experience that you normally wouldn't expect inside of the airport.
One of the interesting things we've been talking about with the new OTG experience here is the shift from sort of national name brand restaurants to local restaurants at airports. And the OTG approach is a little different. It's not necessarily local restaurants, but it's definitely local chefs. Can you talk a little bit about how that's working here?
We're looking at over 20 New York City chefs, New York City and the area chefs, as well as consultants for wine and beer and cocktail.
We do want to note, however, that there are some challenges with the OTG experience at Newark, with some passengers concerned about overcrowding or higher prices, but the fine dining experience has clearly improved, and it's difficult to complain about that. Finally today, a new app called Learn to Brace allows you to experience an emergency landing and the effects on your body of trying different brace positions. Now, the app deems one particular brace position as most correct, and it happens to be based on the very latest information from the FAA, which conducted a series of tests that found that placing your hands beside your legs instead of on your head and on the seat back in front of you is safer. We understand that the industry is gearing up to embrace this new brace position guidance. Meanwhile, the new app is available on Google Play and on iTunes. Thanks so much for joining us on paxextv. Join us again next time for all the latest news on the passenger experience.
It's a great day, I'm feeling good. Oh, the possibilities of